should you buy the iPhone SE 2020 in 2022? Let's find out. What's up guys, I'm the Revenge's Hammer. Apple has recently released the iPhone SE 2022. That is the iPhone SE 3. I'm sure the prices of the SE 2 or the 2020 model will come down, and this creates a good leverage for buyers to buy this phone in the second-hand market. The unboxing of the Apple iPhone. As you can see from the box, it is a minimal box, super compact. All you get in it is the phone, a Lightning to USB-C cable, and some literature. That's it. So no headphones, no power brick. Let's get into the phone tour. As you can see on the left hand side, you have the little clicking button that simply switches the phone between normal mode and silent mode. It's a little switch that you toggle along with your volume rocker up and down buttons. These buttons may also be used to take pictures and start recordings on your video camera on the phone. On the right hand side, you have the phone unlock button as well as the SIM card slot. On the front of the phone, you have your Touch ID button. At the back of the phone, you have the single lensed camera as well as the flash. And on the underside, you have the Lightning port as well as mono speaker output. Let's get into some of the pros of the phone. Is the operating system. Even though it's an older phone, you still can update to the latest, which is iOS 15.4.1 at the time of recording. There should be no issues upgrading going into the future, at least for the next 3 or 4 years. Next pro is the chipset, the CPU. It has an A13 Bionic chip. That's the same as the iPhone 11, so it's a really powerful chipset, and I believe it's also included in the Apple iPad 9th generation. In terms of memory, there's obviously no micro SD card slot. There aren't any for any of the Apple iPhones. Internals, I have a 64GB model. They go all the way up to 256GB. The iPhone SE 2020 has 3 gigs of RAM. Main camera is a 12 megapixel camera. I'll display some photos that I've taken as well as a video sample. This is an iPhone SE rear camera and mic test. You can record up to 4K 60 frames per second. It does have optical image stabilization, and it does record in stereo sound. In terms of display, you are getting an Apple Retina IPS LCD display, and it is 4.7 inches. The selfie camera is a 7 megapixel camera, and it only shoots up to 1080p. This is an iPhone SE selfie camera and mic test. Okay, so the biggest cons is the battery. The battery is a 1821, that's 1821 milliamp hour. It does support fast charging up to 18 watts, which is 50% in 30 minutes. This has been tried and can be verified. It also does support Qi wireless charging on the back. I have to charge it twice a day, even though I'm a light to moderate user. If you're a heavy power user of an iPhone, I do not think that this phone would get you through the day, and that you would either have to charge it multiple times or carry around a power bank with you. Let's go through some of the must-have accessories. Okay, so the first must-have accessory is of course a phone case. As you can see, I have the Iron Man case. It offers great protection as well as additional grip. The phone itself can be quite slippery. The next must-have accessory is a power brick. This is a 18-watt Apple fast charger. Links down below. Next is a screen protector. I myself have a privacy screen protector, which limits viewing of the screen from certain angles. The only drawback to having a privacy screen protector is that you will have to increase your screen brightness ever so little, just to compensate for the shading. Final verdict, should you actually buy this phone? I would say certainly yes. First reason being it's a lot cheaper, especially if you're buying it secondhand, and it does pack a punch. The next biggest reason as to why you should buy it is obviously because of the Touch ID. Most newer, or in fact all newer iPhones only have Face ID, and it's only the SE range that still has the Touch ID. I find this to be the quickest and best response in terms of unlocking the phone, as well as to verify passwords and to make certain purchases. The phone itself does support Apple Pay depending on which bank you're with, so you can have that linked to your fingerprint to verify your Apple Pay. Instead of typing out your password, you just verify with a fingerprint. I'm the Revenge's Hammer. Stay tuned. New videos coming soon.